on your mind. I know a place we can go. Sit back and unwind. Grab a seat, put up your feet, and we'll ask Alma. Ask her anything. She has a certain flair for being tough, but always fair. So if you need someone who cares, ask Alma. Problems big or small, she has the answers to them all. So drop your questions, have them solved by Alma. You can ask her anything. Trouble, ruin, ask Alma. Evil, do it, ask Alma. Time for viewing, ask Alma.
Hey now, did y'all hear my theme song? I love it. And I hope y'all humming it through the week until we get to Tuesday and you're logging on. Danielle, hey girl, hey. How you doing? Times change, daylight outside. I was hoping y'all didn't forget about me or was waiting until it got dark to log in. Because when the alarm rang for me, I was like, oh my, it's still daylight outside, which I'm glad about. Oh my goodness. Tracy girl, hey now, hey now. Sherelle, Team Higgins is in the house. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Thank you, and welcome to Ask Alma. I'm your host, Alma. Anyway, I heard my name on a show last night. I was watching Law and Order. Um, no, y'all know what I was watching, and it was really, really good. Hey, Diva, how you doing? I was watching Act Your Age on Bounce. Have y'all watched that yet? It was really good, and it was very funny. Check it out. But they were referring to an author, and her name was Alma Wiggins. So, of course, I had to rewind it like 3 times to see if they pronounced my name right. They did. So, I was happy about that. Hey, 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 come on in here. Come on in here. Say hello to me so I can say hello to you. It is good. It is good, Danielle. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like the background. I like the way the room is decorated. I like the outfits that they had on. Like everything about it was really good. And um I hope that they keep those writers that are very good. I would just say that. But come on in and say hello to me so I can say hello to y'all. Phil, hello, my brother. How you doing? I'm so glad you're watching the show tonight. Hello, hello. I'm sending you a hug. I'm sending you a hug, Phil. I'm sending Pat a hug. How y'all doing tonight? I'm so glad to see y'all. I really did think everybody was gonna be like, it's daytime. It's not on yet. Sean, how you doing? I'm sending you a hug too. I am here tonight with my BFF Didi. Didi, come on in here, girl. I'm not gonna tell everybody where you been. I ain't gonna call you out.
Listen. I had to take a nap today. My body's like, you are not 18 anymore. You need to quit it. But I'm here. I told you
Yes,
I'd be
you
here. I'm
are.
here. I'm
Yes.
here. I'm here.
Can we tell people where you been?
You can, yeah, sure. I was in Miami for the weekend at
Mhm.
Jazz in the Gardens. I recommend it to anybody that needs to be recharged. It's live music, and I go with
Yes.
a couple of friends, and it is a good time. 2 days of live music.
Of live music and
Yes, let me
jazz
tell
and
you,
Chaka
Jill
Khan wasn't
Scott.
there this
No, she
year.
was not there this year.
Okay.
But Jill Scott was, and let me tell you, I mean, this is my second time seeing her
Jilly.
live. Woo!
She is something else.
She she
She is
she
something
burns
else.
up a stage. So yeah, so I'm recovering from that.
But you look good, girl. You look good.
Thank you. I
I'm
had to take
glad
a
you're
nap.
back.
I had
I'm glad you're back. Did
yes.
Jill do the opera thing? You know how she does a little
No.
bit of opera, a little
It's
bit
the
of jazz.
anniversary of her first album. I think it's 20 years.
Oh
What is it?
wow.
Jill Scott Volume One, I think the album was called, and it was the
Mhm.
anniversary of that. So she did quite a few of those songs, and
Oh,
did
okay.
she did them original, did a few rearrangements, and
Uh-huh.
but yeah, it was but she was a closer on Saturday night. It was lovely.
She is amazing.
Yes.
She is amazing. Well, I'm glad that Dee Dee, you were on vacation, but you still came, and showed
I'm
up
still
for
on
me.
vacation.
Girl,
Yes.
I know.
I'm
But see,
still on
you my
vacation.
sister, girl. You ain't gonna leave me hanging.
No,
I
absolutely not.
truly appreciate that, girl. That's all I'm saying.
Now I got up at 6:42, but I'm here.
I was gonna say, you know how we do, ride or die. We
I
ride or
know.
die, but we got
Got
questions.
questions, right?
Where we going and what we planning on when we get there. That's all we saying.
Right.
Hey, Tammy. So Tammy is here because yes, her sisters are here. Her sisters are here with Bessie because they are the fun bunch. Let me tell
Yes.
you. I'm still laughing from the last time they were on the show.
Oh, I know. They started already.
So let's not wait any longer. Come on in here, panel. Robin, Bessie,
Hey,
where's Vanessa?
hey,
There
Tammy.
she is.
Hey,
Hi.
I want to
hey,
go
Tracy.
around.
I love that theme song. Yes,
Thank
Tracy.
Right,
you.
right.
You singing that song?
I
I
know.
love it.
Yes,
I got
you
up and
guys
did my
know
little
So did Tracy do it for real?
Yeah.
Tracy. Tracy wrote the song, sang the song, did the backups for the song, and did the music for the
Wow.
song.
Girl.
Okay, all of it.
All
Gotta
right.
be
Go,
singing,
go ahead,
girl.
Tracy. Girl, you know you could have called me. I would have helped you out.
Yes,
Every
yes.
time I hear it, I hear something I didn't hear before.
I love it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
It's,
love it
it's really
too.
catchy.
Yeah.
It's really
love it
catchy.
too.
Yeah.
I was back here doing
Me
Yeah,
too.
Alma.
When it's coming on, I do that too. And someone who
Yeah.
will remain nameless because they don't ever want me to mention their name on the show told me that they were humming it last week and was like, oh, damn, wait, no. Although I do think it's catchy enough. Like you could be humming it and not even
Right.
realize that you
Yeah.
haven't
Yes,
think about
it
it.
is. It's really catchy. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love it too. Thank you, Tracy. I mean, like,
All right.
when we on TV and y'all come out of the green room, because
And we
like
can do our step.
we could do our,
Mhm.
yes, indeed.
Yes,
Yes,
girl.
indeed.
Hi, Sean.
Yes.
Hi, Tracy. Hi, Mary Lou. Hi, Danielle.
We got a lot of folks
good.
joining us tonight, and I'm
Yes.
so excited because I'm telling y'all that daylight threw me.
Yes.
It can't just
did.
be me. It was like, oh wait, what time is it?
Yeah.
Because when it starts to get dark, that was when I always started getting
Yeah.
ready for the show. But
Mhm.
this is throwing me off. I'm okay with it. I just need to catch up to it. Like I still feel like I'm a little bit off. It takes me like a week and a half or something, and then I can catch on. Wink, wink. How are you, girl? I guess I shouldn't call her Wink. At some point, I'll start calling her Tori.
By their
When,
adult
look,
names.
I was getting ready to say when she's like 55.
Right.
But for right now, she will always be Wink, Wink. How are you, girl? Thank you for watching. I'm so glad you're watching. So, Wink, you got to listen to the theme song. Tracy wrote it. Like we telling everybody all about the cousins and the nieces and the and the sisters.
Right.
Everybody.
That's how you do it. That's exactly
Right.
how you do it.
That is exactly how you do it. No, you're not 42. You're 24 and I'm 49. So I'm not understanding this 42 thing. Can y'all believe it? The twins
No.
are 42.
I saw it and I wasn't going to comment. I was like, shoot, that can't
Yeah.
be right. That's a typo or something.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Wow.
My
It's
daughter
like-
will be 42 at the end of this month.
Really?
Yeah.
These
Oh
people are
my
getting
goodness.
old.
I don't know what's happening.
Look,
They
getting
getting
old.
old. They getting old.
Getting better.
That's
They're catching
right.
up.
They're catching up. Because what
Yes,
did we
yes.
say? Troy is turning 22.
Too on
Man.
Monday.
Oh, happy birthday to her. 22. I'm still 49. So
We're going to let you keep thinking that, okay?
thank you. 49.
All right.
Because I said something to Dee. Remember, Dee, we were talking and I said I was
Something.
50 something. And she was like, no, girl.
You never could count.
Or tell my left from right. Turn right.
Turn here.
Right. Gotta say
Across
turn
here.
here.
Turn here.
Right.
Don't say left or right, because I
She
don't
was
know.
on the short yellow bus with me.
I always say that. Y'all know I was on the short yellow bus. Yeah,
Oh,
that's all I'm
gosh.
saying. So welcome, ladies. I'm so glad y'all here. So before we get started with the questions, I have to do a disclaimer, and I have to thank the VVRs because I forget to do that sometimes. I don't want to forget. So I'm going to read the disclaimer first. And I'm going to thank the VVRs. And then we're going to keep on talking. Then we'll remember to run the questions. How about that? All right. In between us talking, we'll run some questions and see what's happening. But the disclaimer is all materials and information presented on this episode are for general information and entertainment purposes only. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed by those of the host and persons on the panel are not views of, I'm trying not to look up.
NNPA.
Right. Well, I was trying to figure out how to, y'all wouldn't see
Move
me looking
it.
at me. But
We don't see
clearly,
you.
y'all don't see my eyes going. I need to get cue cards down at the bottom so I can do it like that. But yeah, what D said. Yeah, it's just us. And you know, what we tell you is good common sense advice. Take it to heart. We ain't trying to hurt your feelings. Or like somebody said last week, sometimes we do hurt your feelings, but we trying to do it in love.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
but you
Well,
wrote the letter, so.
Right. And you want honest opinions. And that's what we do here on Ask Alma. And I got to tell you, tonight's panel, you ain't going to get nothing but. So I'm just
buckle your
telling you up
seatbelts.
front. Okay?
Hey, Yana
Yana, how you doing, girl? Put your info in there for your salon.
That's
Yana
right.
runs
Yes.
a
Network.
fabulous salon, and
She
needs
does
to
an
tell
incredible
everybody.
job.
She does an amazing job.
Clients.
Yeah, me
This is
too.
her.
Me
This is her
too.
work.
Yes. So added Ayana, but I wonder if I'm the only one. Like, so you know, Yanni is high tech, so she got all of her stuff where you go online and you do this and you do that.
To make an appointment.
So I'll be texting her. Do I have to do that too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be like, Aunt Alma don't know how to do that. Can't you just tell me what time? Then I'll just show up.
Nah.
Alma, Richard Phipps the first. Richard Phipps the third just joined us. Hello,
Hi,
dear.
Richard. Richard was on 3 weeks ago. Good to see
Maybe.
Who
you
told
in
Richard we
the
were
chat.
earthlings?
I know. And see,
Is he cute?
Yes, he is.
Okay,
Very.
Richard.
And he's smart too. You know how usually you're not real smart and cute? No, he got both of them.
Yes, child.
Yeah, he got both of them. I thought it's funny, like Gill did 2 things online this week. He was like, yeah, because I'm so tech savvy. I was like, no, you're not. You were just able to complete 2 things by yourself without calling
God.
Josh so he can read to you how to do it over the phone. But no, you're not tech savvy. But one of them was, I'm going to say this. I know the producer always gets on my case about naming names and stuff like that. Mama says she's watching on YouTube. She gave tell her I'm glad she's watching.
Yes.
Hey, Demi. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. What's up? Hey.
So we went to this place called Stretch Zone. Have you guys heard that?
We have one. I'd love to go. Tell me
Oh my
about it.
gosh, you got to go.
Yeah,
And
but
the
I
first,
got all kinds of things running through my mind about this stretch thing.
really?
It is a public establishment, Robin.
What?
I'm applauding that.
Look, is Molly in trouble? What you talking about? Molly, girl, you in danger.
Girl, you in danger, girl.
It's really good. It's called Stretch Zone, and they stretch you out. Like you lay on the table, they put the seat belts around you so you won't move, and they stretch all your parts. It's really good. It's very, very good. Like Gill hopped off the table and did the penitentiary lean. That's how good it was. He did.
What's the penitentiary lean?
You know how they always
And they pose.
you know how they always pose
For the
bend
pictures?
down on- You know how when you're in the penitentiary.
I don't remember from my penitentiary.
It's AKA club pose. You know, when
Yeah,
you go
but
to the
the
club with your 5
penitentiary
friends, there's
show.
always in
Remember,
the
Dave.
front.
Yeah.
Someone's always in the front, you know.
Yeah, but it's
Two
more
feet
like
taller.
if y'all
Yeah.
look at the pictures from the left to the right, more the guys in the penitentiary do that lean than the
Oh, yeah,
than the
absolutely.
brothers in the
You
corner.
know who they are.
You know who they are. Yeah. It was hilarious. But yeah, and the first one is free. So all of y'all should sign up for that first one. Like
And what's it called again?
it is called Stretch Zone. I'll send you details. I think y'all
Okay.
like it. And I mean, he was like dancing for days. I'm like, sit down. With you. Like, it was really good. He said it was almost like going to physical therapy. So
Oh.
yeah. So again, the first one is free. So even if you don't want to go back, I recommend everybody to go get the first one
try it.
because
Okay.
hey, everybody likes a free thing, you know?
Tracy said, is he taller?
Girl. Okay, no. I don't know though. He was standing straight up. He might be a little bit taller.
It is mine. I'm taller now. Watch
Yes,
out.
indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, for the newbies, 2 things. Number 1, y'all got to come back again next Tuesday. And secondly, what we do on Ask Alma is we listen to 3 questions. And then we give our advice to the people who email the questions in. We have the questions read by VVRs, volunteer video readers. And tonight I got 2 of my favorites. Thank you, Lex. I want to thank her because she did it for me at the last minute, and I really, really appreciate it. And I want to thank my son, Sam. When y'all see Sam, I told Sam, I'm really your mother, and your mother didn't tell you that I was your mother. So wait till y'all see Sam pop up. But Sam, he and I are really good friends, and he volunteered to be a video reader a couple of months ago. So we finally got a mail question, which I was really glad about that. So I reached out to Sam for him to read it. So,
We need
lady,
to pause for a moment to remind you that this is a family show.
who said that? When we start doing that?
I said when we start talking about stretching.
Oh, don't be changing up on us now. We ain't turning family tonight. We might be family next week, but I don't know if we're gonna be family tonight.
For real, that's
For real.
I have to keep that.
We don't want the
mindful of
censors
that.
chasing us down and beeping us every 30 seconds. Just saying.
They might as well get them people out.
10-second delay.
Yes. All righty, y'all. Let's get ready for question number 1.
Hello, my name is Lex, and I'm your VVR for the night. Our first question is, Dear Alma, when I was 16, my mother became a Jehovah's Witness. I'm an adult now, married with children. I have resigned from the practice, and my mother is not happy with my decision. She has withdrawn towards me and my kids. Should I go back and rejoin the fellowship so my kids can have a grandmother?
So my kids can have a grandmother was the end of that question. So recap, that her mom became a Jehovah's Witness when she was 16. And so she is now married with kids and no longer wants to participate. So she got out of it, but now her mom has pulled back from her and her kids. And so she feels guilty because her kids really like being around their grandmother. And so she wants to know, is that a good reason to go back into the faith?
No,
Anyone
no,
should feel
No,
guilty.
no.
absolutely not.
All of a sudden,
No.
she didn't love her grandchildren because she now is Jehovah's
Right.
Witness and they're not. What another
Sort of, kind
grandmother.
of, yeah. Sort of, kind of, yeah. So I don't, when I was reading this, I'm sure this isn't the first thing that has probably made a grandmother pull back. But I don't understand what that is. Like, as a grandmother, it could be anything that, Josh and Michelle were doing. It would not tie into Ava for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right.
my relationship with Ava would be totally different.
Mhm.
Right.
So
If this, if this grandmother has been operating on emotional blackmail her whole life, then this is
Yeah.
just how she knows how
Probably
to go
did.
about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know any other way. She doesn't know how to have a conversation about it. And the one thing that she knows her daughter's going to want is for her to have a relationship with her kids, so she's using that.
yeah.
Because
No,
what kind
faith
of
is a
religion
very
would not
personal.
want you to be involved with the
I
grandchildren?
know.
Right. And I don't think, I'm pretty sure that is not the case. Because I actually I had pretty much decided to use this question for a column. And I wondered if that was the case. Could you not associate with people who were not of the same faith? And it said no. Like, that is almost like a myth that people think, if you're a Jehovah's Witness, that you always have to be around people but who are. But it
No.
said no. On the internet, it said no, that's not. So I don't know if the mom maybe is in a group or something where they want to practice that way, but that's not how most people operate under that.
So I missed most of the question. The grandmother has cut ties with the daughter and the grandchildren.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Because they
unfortunate.
got out of the religion.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate. It shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
shouldn't matter.
I don't think so either. Because I think, like, there are a lot of different religions that a lot of people practice.
Right.
So, and I'm grateful that my father, as a minister, said, I think I was like 13. He was like, go to churches, go do
Find
your
your
thing and find your way
right.
back to whatever it is. Because one time, you guys, I went to this church. I know y'all know where this church is too, but I won't say the name of it. And so I was like 13. I went by myself because my dad's church was in Culpeper. So he and my mom used to drive down to Culpeper every Sunday. But I think, and Kim was supposed to take me, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, so I show up at this church and I'm there. And the pastor seems to be having difficulty breathing to me, like he couldn't get the air in. So I'm thinking, as a person who has asthma and an inhaler, like, why won't one of the women give
Help
the
him. Help
his
him.
inhaler? Like, where they at? Where the ushers at with his inhaler? So
They got
that
the
night,
fans.
right? So we were at home that night and we were eating dinner. And then, like, my parents were asking me how was the church service and everything. I was like, it was good, except for the pastor was having an asthma attack. Wasn't nobody else. And of course, Kim, she's like, you're so stupid. He wasn't having an asthma attack. But that was the first time that I had heard that breathing in between words like that.
Yes.
I wasn't familiar with it. So I didn't know what it was.
Well, Richard says the kids did not get out of the religion. But before that, Tracy says religion is such a personal thing. It's heartbreaking that the grandma was shut down. Tammy, she will always be a grandmother just by biological association. I don't think she should return to the faith. The mother needs to check her heart and not her doctrine.
I totally agree with
And
that.
Mary Lou
That's
wants to
right.
know what faith was the grandmother before she switched to Jehovah's Witness.
It didn't say.
And why did she switch? What
Right.
was
Yeah.
it about her that made her switch?
Yeah, it didn't say. But yeah, I think it's the manipulation, like Dee
Yes.
mentioned and Sherelle mentioned. Yeah.
It's unfortunate, that she feels like she has to, or not that she feels like she has to do it. Something about their relationship, and maybe again, it's just I want you to do it my way. But often we see families who are more concerned about what the other people in the church are going to think or feel about your choice than you and your choice. So she may be getting some pushback from other members saying, why would your daughter do that? And
Yeah.
why did she take your grandkids away from you?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
all of those things. So
Yeah. It's so true. Yeah. I remember not wanting or taking a long time to make decisions because I didn't want to embarrass my dad and at his church or in front of his parishioners. And one time I said something to him and he was like, I'm your father. Like that, it's not like I'm the pastor, I'm your dad.
right.
Just
Mhm.
yeah, let's handle the business, and we're not concerned with what other people think or say. But a lot of times, again, that I don't think that is the way it is across the board. I think sometimes there are people who are leading a congregation who are very strict towards their children, adult children or not.
Mhm.
I was it was really good to hear TD Jakes, his daughter, talked about when she became pregnant at 13 and how he talked to her and handled
Mhm.
it. And
Mhm.
you're supposed to walk and talk in loving kindness, and um it has to be a visual, you
Mhm.
know, just to say it every Sunday and not do it, or every Saturday in this case, because I think they go to church on Saturday. But yeah, it's going to be difficult, because I don't know, like we're giving her advice, but that doesn't go to her mother,
The
Right.
mother, right.
Yes,
And the kids are suffering.
the
That's
kids are
was
Exactly.
the
suffering.
heartbreaking part.
Yeah, yeah, the kids are
I'm sure they
suffering.
miss their grandmother, and I know
Oh,
she
Mhm.
misses them too. But she's allowing her faith, uh, which I have my own opinion on that particular faith, but that shouldn't stop her from seeing her grandchildren.
no.
She's still
Mm-mm.
the grandmother.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Exactly.
Like Tammy said, I like
Hmm.
she said the mother, check your heart and not your doctor. I'ma
yes.
steal that, Tammy, because I said I was writing that column.
Well,
I'ma wrap
the
it up with
research
that sentence.
the research team says that's part of their belief system. They can't really be around people who aren't Jehovah's Witnesses.
Wow,
Wow.
that's
But
That's
bondage.
pretty
again,
sad.
that's her grandchildren, not
Right.
Right.
not her
Right.
co-worker or not,
Right.
Yeah.
And at some
Yeah.
point, you have to make a call on that.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
think it's depends on I guess the parish or the fellowship halls, because we have relatives who are Jehovah's
Right.
Witnesses, and they associate with us whenever we have the opportunity to see them. So
Yeah.
again, I don't think that's across the board. It's
Right.
just depends on the particulars. I don't want to say sect, but you
Right.
all
Right.
get the picture of
Right.
what I'm saying. And one other point that I want to say is, as a grandmother, it would hurt my heart
Me too.
Yeah.
if I could not see who I call my Lolly Polly. Her name is
Yeah.
Tyler, but I call her Lolly Polly. And
Uh-huh.
the thing of it is, it reeks of manipulation by the
Hmm.
mother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Evidently, the daughter has been under the mother's proverbial
That's
thumb.
what Dee said
Mhm.
earlier.
Mhm.
And just to emphasize that, because the behavior pattern says that,
Mhm.
should I give up? Should I go back so that my kids can have their grandmother? It shouldn't be. She should not be put or
Right.
placed in that situation.
That
And she
shouldn't be the
was
question.
wrong,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
If I've decided this is not the faith for me, I'm an
Mhm.
adult. I have my own household. I have
Hmm.
my own family.
Mhm.
That's my right to do that.
Yeah.
And whether my mother agrees with me or not, you know, um, I I'm going back to my sister's statement. Check your heart
Right.
and not and not
Not your
Hmm.
doctrine. That's
not your
right.
doctrine.
That's right. That's pretty tough. So I hope she's watching. It was a new question, and she said she had recently started watching Ask Alma. So I think we all agree that it's manipulation, and it's sad and hard to hear that because we're talking about her
It is
mom,
very
but
sad.
that's what it is. And you have to do what's right for your kids. and you and
Right.
your house.
Right.
Perhaps she can invite her mother to her new faith. I mean, to visit or see, or maybe or no faith at all.
Right.
Just come to be with us.
Yeah.
Come visit
Yeah.
on
Or
Friday, and we can both serve our, practice our faiths on Sunday without bothering each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Because Josh and Michelle and Ava were here for the last week of January. And Gil kept asking, when is Ava coming back? When is Ava coming back? And I kept saying, I'm still recovering from from like Christmas. But it's like Vanessa says, then your heart starts like, oh, I got to see my
Right.
grandchild. I got to see my grandchild.
Yes.
Sean says, I believe in time her mother will get over the cold mother syndrome. We could
I
hope for
hope
that.
so. Yeah, I really hope so.
yeah.
Thanks, Sean. Thank you, Tammy. Thanks, everybody, for offering up advice. We really appreciate it because that's what we do here. So you guys ready
That's
to
what
go on?
we do.
Well, we are experts.
That's
I
right.
forgot you said we were not, but we
But we
Right.
are, really.
We are
I
experts.
think
Yes,
we're expert for this hour.
I do too.
Mhm.
That's right.
Yes.
All righty, ladies. Let's go to the next one.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm your VVR for tonight. Dear Alma, during COVID, we agreed that my sister, who lived alone, would come live with me and my family. COVID seems to be over, and she's still with us. She continues to talk about how she loves it, and she wouldn't want it any other way. I think I'm ready to have our house back. How can I bring it up to my sister that I want her to leave? Is it inconsiderate that I feel this way? My wife says it's fine, there's no need to rock the boat, but I think it's time we all get back to our own lives.
That's my son Sam.
It's
Don't
just
he
like
look
you.
good? I know. Tell him that.
Exactly.
Damn, you
Spitting
look
image.
just like me.
Spitting image.
So, to recap, that was a guy who wrote in, and he said that at the beginning of COVID, his sister lived alone. They invited the sister to come live with them. So she has been living with them for almost 3 years now. And he was like, COVID seems to be lightening up. And I think, we all can go back to our old lives. Like my sister can move out and we can all, get back to the matter at hand. But his wife is like, it's fine. She's living here. We all fine. Everybody's one big happy family. And he's like, maybe not. So he wants to know if it's inconsiderate for him to think that it's time for his sister to move out.
No. She got her place to go. Everybody should have their own place.
Yeah.
But does she even have a place to go back to? I mean, it's been
Right.
3 years now.
After
Right.
3
Oh, there are a
years.
lot of places she can find.
I mean, she may have to get a new place, but I'm sure her old place is not available.
Yeah.
You know what? I tend to think a little deeper. I think that the reason why they invited her, because when people live alone, some people, not everybody, they are isolated.
Yes.
And then to be invited into a home full of people, that it changed her dynamics.
It did.
Right.
And
yeah.
so had they said something all along to like throw hints that, or initially when she first moved in, you're invited to stay with us during the COVID period, but once things start to lighten up, you can gradually go back.
Yeah.
I would say if his wife is not complaining, why? What is the problem?
Yeah.
And
Because everybody needs their own place, their own room, their own space.
Because that was the thing. It's
well,
not
she
the
got it
wife.
at his house.
She needs her own
Right. And you know what? Like some people like to be around other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Not me.
like my own space too.
Thank you. You and me both.
Look,
But I mean,
Courtney said-
she's clearly had some comfortable space because she's been there 3 years. It's not like she's sleeping on the couch.
right.
She might have
How long
decided
has she
to
been
leave.
there?
3
Well,
years.
Since
it's been 3 years
COVID's
now.
been 3 years. We've been
Yeah.
isolated. It's been 3 years since the isolation.
So
Yeah.
has
She
she
needs to
not
get out
worked
the
during this 3 years? So she had
and
no other
spray her
friends?
to get her butt on out of there.
I guess she
I'm
felt
with you, Robin.
better going to family.
Such
Robin.
things as FaceTime and Zoom and all that other kind of stuff.
She's like, go ahead and move out and we'll get you a computer.
Deuces, sister.
Courtney says he wants to swing from the chandelier.
Quite possibly, yes.
I ain't mad at him for that.
And they can't swing with her there.
No.
Because if somebody's there, they are occupying a space. Now I don't know if it was his old space or that it didn't say,
Right.
but there is a space that somebody else is occupying that space. So I think maybe that's what he's talking about or something. I'm not sure, because one thing that I thought was very thoughtful is he didn't want to come across as being
Bad guy.
a bad brother, you know.
Right.
And Tracy said, "How old are these people?" Evidently
Exactly,
adult.
Tracy.
They're adult people. But does it matter? Like if you're 25, 39, or 52? Like if you're, I'm sure maybe a lot of people made adjustments at the beginning of COVID because people were laid off. It was different things that was going on. I don't know if that was the case.
And no one expected to go on this long, like, you know.
Right.
Exactly.
I was planning a trip. I was like, oh, in 2 weeks I can go. Like I didn't expect it would be 3 years before I got to go on that trip.
Yeah.
And she may have thought, oh, I'll just stay here for a little while, and then she got, you know, and then she let her partner go, or you know, whatever the housing she was paying for went away, and
but you live by yourself. Like if you lived with somebody, would you move at 59? Like I like living by myself. I don't live by myself. I live with my husband, but I think what works well for Gill and me is we also have our own space. Like we come together, but we have our own space. And I respect his space. I don't go in his man cave. Go on in there, do what you need to do. I ain't all up in his closets. Go on in there, do what you need to do. I appreciate that we can appreciate each other separately. But if I were 59 and lived in a house with a bunch of people, like let's say I had to move in with Josh for a minute, I don't think that would be my last move. Like
I did that for 2 years. It was not a happy time for me.
I would have to find my own spot. And I love them. I love them. But I could move again, whatever age that might be.
Pat says, is she helping financially or with the kids and chores? Maybe his wife appreciates that. And I was thinking that as well.
Yeah.
Contributing to the food.
Yeah. It sounds like it, because if the wife doesn't have a problem with it, then things are going well. Because if it was a problem, she would have brought it up to her husband, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't have held on to that. We would have been like,
your
let's
sister
talk
gotta
about
go.
your sister.
You've been out shopping for apartments for her.
Right.
Yes. That new building over there.
I found a nice place for your sister.
Right. They got vacancies over there. I know I couldn't live with my kids. I love my children.
I do too, but
could you live with a sibling? Because this is his sister.
Well, one of them is on the panel, so
and the other was listening.
And the other one is listening.
Right.
My bad.
No, we could not.
The question is, could they live with you? You know, it goes two ways.
Grown folks can't live with grown folks. I know for me, my husband and I live together in our home, but he has a room and I have a room, and then we have a room together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So, no.
Right. No. I know, Robin. So, Robin, I'm going to ask you this because Gill and I joke about it all the time. And God forbid anything happens to either one of our husbands. But he'll always ask me, are you moving in with Josh, or are you going to get married again real fast? No. Like,
stay here.
Look, that doesn't even come out of my husband's mouth. He's like, baby, what we eating for dinner? What we eating for dinner? What you doing? You call me on the phone in his room. What you doing?
Yeah, we do that too. We do. I asked other couples though one time, because I think this was maybe 2 years ago, D, when we were doing the show. And I think I said I was in one room, Gill was in another. He called me on my cell phone. And then I asked, like, do other people do that? And they were like, yes. Like, what you talking about? That's a common thing.
That's been going on.
Because as you know, the truth is, as you get older, even if you yell for them, they go, huh? What you say? I can't hear you. And there's too many walls and too many. So you just text them or call them, and you get
My
the answer
husband
right
is hard
away.
of hearing, and so you got to yell to the top of your lungs.
Maybe, Tammy.
Look, and I can't talk about him in front of my sisters because they get on me when I talk about my husband.
She got a good man.
Do not talk about him.
Hi, Joel.
Tammy wants to know, maybe the wife is tired of the husband and she keeps her from being bothered with him.
Or
Robin.
between the sisters.
Robin.
Look, I was going there earlier, and I thought I would leave that alone. That's the first place I was going to go.
Family show.
Yes, it is.
She liked him. She liked her too. Man.
I didn't think about that one, but now that you mentioned it. I think that he really just wants his place back, because I think we all are a particular way around family. You know, when family come over, you wipe down a little bit more, you put your shoes over in the corner, you do. But when like
he may retreat to a room that he wouldn't necessarily retreat. He may spend more time in the bedroom now because his sister's in the living room. He can't walk around in his underwear anymore. You know, there's so many things that he's given up, and now he's like, you know what? I really want to walk around in my drawers in my house. And
So you gotta go.
You know, his wife is okay, even his kids, but my sister, I'm not gonna walk around in my underwear in front of my sister. So.
Well, it ain't nothing like walking down to the kitchen in your underwear.
I know that's right.
Because you just
He
don't
wants to sit at the table, eat his cereal in his boxers. That's what he wants to do. He needs her to go home so he can do that.
Yes. So there you go. There is our answer. We agree with you. If you think it's time, then it's time. There's no right or wrong answer for this. And I think you can do it in a tone. I don't think it matters. I mean, I know he's not going to be mean because he doesn't sound like he's a mean brother. He's actually asking how to be considerate. But I think tones with women, like you don't want to sound harsh when you say
She may welcome it. She may welcome the suggestion. I mean, there's always the possibility that I didn't want to say Robin, but sure. There may be a possibility that she doesn't want to say she wants to leave because he'll feel bad. So they may come to some mutual understanding. Oh, you want me to go? Oh, no problem. I'll be out Tuesday. You know, I've been putting, you know, I've been putting this off long enough.
Here, they're building a lot of places. It's like, did you say those new places?
Or like Pat said, if she's helping financially and doing different things, like that's an adjustment for her too, to say, hey, I'm pulling all this stuff back. If you're living there, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I felt, I always tell this story when I turned 19, my mom made me start paying rent and I was mad. I was like, I don't think Kim ever had to pay rent when she lived here. But anyway, she made me pay $50 a pay period.
Oh, that was a lot.
It was a lot, let me tell you. So I was like, I'm moving because I'm not going to stay here and pay rent. And then I still got a curfew and you still want to know where I'm going and who I'm with. Oh, no, I ain't paying money. I have to stay here. So, you know, after about like 8 months, it was almost a year, I had saved up my money and I moved to my apartment and she gave me all my money. She was saving my money in a savings account.
With Toya.
Yeah. And she said, this is for emergencies. Really. Right. She was like, you never would have saved it on your own. And this is for an emergency. I was like, ooh, like going to the mall.
And then you paid that first rent check and you thought, oh, $50 was nothing.
Right. No, D, I didn't. Because, you know, Reverend Martin and Carl, I couldn't do much of anything. So when I was in there, I wanted to give them all those dollars because that meant freedom. Like I had never.
I still tell my mother, if I knew then what I know now, she'd be begging me to leave because being free is not. My sister-in-law used to say, I can't wait to get out and be be free. I was like, no, this is free. You turn on the water, it just comes out. You turn on the switch, the lights just come on. Like you don't have to worry about that. When we
Yeah.
get out, nothing is free.
No.
She said, "You
I
pay
couldn't
for
live with my
water?" I
mother.
was like, "You most certainly do pay for water. You know, you pay for everything."
I couldn't
I
live
didn't
with
know
my
that
mother.
until I moved, though. I couldn't
Yeah,
live with
of
my
course
mother
you don't.
now,
You
but
don't know it, right?
yeah.
Nope. I could not live with Snoop. I could not live with her. No, thank you. No, thank you. I pass on that one. I pay what I had to pay.
Got to pay it. That's why I go to work every day, quite frankly. I'm married, but I go to work every day because if I need to pay rent somewhere, and you know who told me that? There she go. Where she at? Right down there in that square down there. She said, make sure you got enough in your pocket. If you need to go pay rent somewhere,
Right.
you be on your way, okay? And it never. Do you remember that conversation we had? Because it was a little bit more to it that I'm not going to, say on the show. But
A little more graphic.
like we said, it's a family show.
Right.
But I really never forgot that. And I do. Like I go to work every day because if something happened and I need to, because I can rent a room. Like with somebody
now
I don't
you
know.
don't have to take a baby with you because I told you to make sure you got
I
a bag with
remember
your baby stuff in it too.
that to have you, your baby, the bag, and that wallet be on your way.
Right.
That's right.
Well, Mary Lou says I did the same with my son when he moved out. I charged him $500 a month.
Oh my goodness, Mary Lou.
And
He
that's
saved up
cheap.
a lot.
Yeah, but that was a huge chunk of money she handed to him when he finally moved.
Yeah, but she's a saver.
Okay.
But she's a
Oh,
saver.
she's a saver. Okay.
That's my sister girl, best friend from way long back. She always saving. She like my mama. Like they put saving first. I ain't doing all that. I'm paying, buying my stuff online, ordering my extra, paying my tithes, and how much I got left.
There's that former football player who recently said he saved 80% of his salary when he was playing. And I thought, how do you do? I mean, I was perplexed.
They made fun of him because
imagine.
he didn't buy new clothes and didn't have a brand new car.
He lived in the stadium. He said for a couple of years, he didn't
He'll
buy.
never be broke.
He
That
didn't
was
get into
Ocho
all of the
Cinco,
trappings. Yeah,
No,
didn't
this
get
is
into all of the
somebody new.
trappings of. No, it was Ocho
Another one.
Cinco.
It was Ocho Cinco.
But he said he just didn't get into the trappings of
and
of
good for him for that.
yes, absolutely.
Chad Johnson, that's what Phil said.
That's the
Chad
Ocho
Johnson.
Cinco. Yeah, same guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Phil, for that update. That's another one of my smart friends. We got to hurry up, ladies. Time is winding down. Let's see what we have on board for the last question of the evening.
Second question. Hello, Alma. I've worked in my retail job for 20 years and I love it. At this point, I mentor most of the young new employees just coming on board. The problem is this new boy that from day one, he stares at my chest. Yes, my double D's all day long. Should I say something to him or our boss? I don't really want to get him in trouble. He probably just turned 21. Just as clueless as he can be, but I'm thinking he's got to learn at some point. At first, I laughed it off, but it's beginning to become uncomfortable.
All righty. So third question recap. There's a woman who's a double D. I can relate. And there's a young guy.
Throw that in there.
There's a young guy who was recently hired and he just stares at her breast all day at work. So she wants to know, should she just confront him and talk to him directly? Because she doesn't want to get him in trouble. Again, he's a young guy, new job, just starting. How would you handle that? Ladies,
she should talk to him and then say, look, my face is up here, boy.
Right. I was thinking that's what I've done too, Bessie, for years. Up here, up. Like, that's what you do. That is funny.
If he does it all the time, it's clearly unconscious. Like he's just drawn
mesmerized.
to.
He's mesmerized.
You're right, just drawn to.
Take him back to his nursing days. Yeah, she should just say, please don't do that. It makes me uncomfortable.
And she should say, I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to do this at HR.
Right.
I don't want any of these things to happen.
Yeah.
I just want you to stop staring at me.
Right.
And that doesn't mean
Yeah.
he won't find another body part to stare at, but at least
Well, he's talking to her from
she-
behind.
right, exactly. He'll watch her
Right.
walk away.
Right.
Yeah, she just needs to have that
I'm
conversation.
going
with
with
him.
Tracy on this one.
Slap him
Who's
upside the
that?
head a couple of times. He'll be
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
And then he's gonna take her to HR
Yeah.
and say she
Look,
thinks she's
Exactly.
abusing me.
Look, she gonna be slapped him. He's still gonna be looking. Slap,
Mhm.
slap,
Hey, and
slap.
maybe he
still
might like
looking.
to be slapped.
Mm.
You know what
I
I'm
guess
saying?
you would have to say something to him.
Yes.
But I think if he does it all the time, yeah, he knows he's doing it.
Yes, he does.
You know, just let him know that women don't like that. They feel
Right.
uncomfortable, and it makes them look stupid.
Yeah, yeah, and right
Where
in
did she say she worked?
retail.
Retail.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
He's probably not the only person that's staring at her chest if she works retail. She probably gets it all day long.
yeah.
Yeah, but it'd
Yeah.
be
Is she a
nice for your
mature
fellow
woman?
employee not to do that.
Yes, she said that she mentors all the young people, so she implied that she had been around a long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
give him a bad write up and he's gone.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe he's wondering why they down so low. She got her bracelet to her belt. I'm sorry.
He could be leaning in.
Oh, Lord.
I think but do we do that with people who are young? Should we give them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pat says
The
it's career
conversation.
advice. I'm
Yeah.
telling you this for your future experience.
Right.
You
Mhm.
need to, not stare at women like that.
Yeah.
Somebody in school should have told him that when he was in high
His
school.
mother
This
should
isn't
have
a new
told him
habit.
that.
Maybe
Right.
his mother is
Somebody.
flat
Right.
chested. If his mom is flat chested, he ain't staring at her. And that's his mama. He ain't looking at his mama.
Richard says somebody needs
Oh,
to sign the non-disclosure form.
Tiger Woods' girlfriend.
Can we talk about her? No, we're not talking about her.
We could talk about her.
God.
I just
He
don't
oughta
know
be
how
the
you
black
break up
girlfriend.
with somebody and get $30 million because I've been doing this all wrong.
Or think that you deserve to get that
And
money.
again, and everyone seems to
Mhm.
think that that's okay. And she's supposed to have this money. I'm like, I walked away with nothing, and I'm supposed $30 million. Okay,
But I
I'm sorry.
think, but I
I
think
thought it was
she said,
300 million. It's a
No, it
lot
was
of
30.
money.
It was
30.
30.
but
Mhm.
I think wasn't her. She was mad because he didn't tell her that they were breaking up. Did I?
he
I
took her to the
She
airport
shoulda
and left her
known.
there.
I'm
Like
sure
that
his
to me was
actions
kind of
were
smooth.
speaking that
But
way.
from what I understand, he was concerned that she wouldn't leave voluntarily. So he tricked her and took her to the airport like they were going on vacation and
So how
said,
stupid
okay,
was
it's
she?
not your home no more.
Real
don't
Took
get-
her
stupid.
to the airport.
I don't feel sorry
He
for
took her.
I don't.
Oh,
No, but if you're not married,
I
if you're
don't.
not married, and you get to live in the multi-million-dollar house for a little while, I just don't understand.
see, I thought they dropped
How?
her off at the airport.
But he
too, and
still
then
took
told
her. He
The
dropped her off there.
manager
He
took
took
her,
her.
I thought. His manager, I thought, took her.
Yeah,
Oh,
he didn't go.
Because
Either
he
way.
he changed the law.
She should have been pocketing cash all along because
See,
she
that's
didn't
the
have a
same thing I
ring.
said,
She
Dee.
didn't
She
have a
should have
deed. She
along
could have been
putting
tucking
her little
away.
own bank account
Yeah.
aside.
Could have been, stacking
He
her.
needs to get a black girlfriend.
See, that's the
Amen.
thing. That's the thing that angers me is that I don't know when these guys are going to learn. It's just too many of them that have been in this a similar situation. One
Yeah.
guy, the chick killed him.
But
she
I
killed
do
him.
want to know what
She
that
wasn't-
freaky
she
stuff
wa-
is
yeah.
that she wants that non-disclosure form about it so she can write about it.
So,
But they're just looking for the money. I
but
believe
Gill
that.
told me that he opened a restaurant for her. Maybe it didn't do well in COVID, but I thought he told me that he opened a restaurant
But
for
I
her.
thought it closed. It didn't stay open very long.
Oh, okay.
Well, if she
But
was cooking,
again-
it can't cook.
But all of that is, she was the girlfriend.
Right. Who still
Right.
should have been sliding her coins, even if she could have been borrowing money from him. Hey, Tiger,
She
Right.
could have been stealing the
Tiger,
check.
can I
He
borrow
was giving her
$50?
money.
Right. Can I borrow
But
$50?
I think
And
that,
like Danielle said, she was embarrassed, but nobody knew who
yeah.
she was until she filed a lawsuit. So
If
there
cares?
I
was no
was a
reason.
girlfriend,
She's
I
a
would
white
never
girl. She's gonna be
have
fine. She's
signed a
gonna be just fine.
non-disclosure, because what kind of stuff am I going to be subjected to? It's
If
like,
what, you
never
go out with
mind, I
Tiger?
go every now
If
and
you
then.
go with anyone as a celebrity,
She'll
that's
be
what
fine. She'll be
she's-
just fine.
she
She's
just
a white
wouldn't have
girl.
$30 million
Tell
of
that
my
little boy he
money.
doesn't want to end up being like that. That somebody
Who? His son?
Danielle
They
said,
working
drop
on
her off
somebody's
like you
looking
do.
at him and say, "Hey, come on, old boy."
OJ bought Hertz franchises for the Brown family.
Okay.
And
Hey,
look
that's
they
what I'm
did to
saying.
him.
As he deserved. We ain't gonna start talking about
He
OJ on this
bought them
bad
well
boy.
before his
And he still
ex-wife.
shouldn't have done what he did.
Well,
So
we
we
not
ain't
yeah,
gonna
that
bring
we not
him
had
up.
a
Yeah,
that's
we
not,
ain't gonna
not
bring
having
that
conversation.
up.
No.
Right.
Stay with
Let's
your
OJ
old
not
got on
bring
that
him
bad side,
up.
and his
Back to the
daughter drowned,
boobies.
and he went
Back
on
to the
vacation to
boobs.
Florida anyway, because he
Take
said
a
it was already
selfie.
planned.
Right.
Penny
Back
says,
to the
take a
boobs.
selfie and give him a 5x7 to put on his desk.
All
not.
A selfie.
Tammy, you ought to be ashamed.
So yes, we agree. A good conversation with him
Yes.
first
Yes.
is
He'll
what
thank her later when he's 45, working in some corporate office.
But
He'll
tell him if it
remember.
keeps happening, they're going to have to let him go.
They're
because
going to let
they
him
will be
go, right? So
open
he
to
should
a
learn now
sexual,
that you can't do that. You cannot
harassment,
stare.
suit. So
yeah.
He needs to learn how to do. He needs a woman to teach him how to look and
Because
Right.
that's the thing that cracked me up. Yeah.
he needs a.
they'd be staring.
He needs a
Right.
man to teach him how to do that.
They don't know how
you
to do
stare
that.
and
They
don't
No.
stare.
Right.
all
He's like
stare.
this. What you say, John?
Oh Lord!
Right. Because
You said a couple of shows ago you'll mention something to Gill. You say, did you see that woman? He'll say no. Well, he done took her in for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you just glanced and we could check out 10 people in the room and they're like,
I ain't seen nobody.
yeah.
I know.
You mean the girl in the red dress I wasn't looking at? Like, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
But
ask
I
him
get
all
it
the
because
time.
that's how I stare at Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
I feel bad, staring at him because he's like old enough to be our children.
I know, but if he like old fat white, black women, I'm your woman.
Girl, you had to stand in line and fight off about 100 people to get to him.
Hey, good.
I'm up for it.
I don't. Okay, y'all. I think he just okay. I know.
We had the producer just black out her screen till this conversation is over.
I just think he kind of like okay. You know who I think is really
Some
cute?
anthropologists did a study and said he was like in one of the top 3 of the like strikingly handsome, based on some other things that were happening, like I guess his face and chin or whatever, that he was among the top men who were, extremely
Really
good looking.
handsome.
He was
I
cute
believe
when he
it.
was on
I
All
mean-
My Children 1,000 years ago.
Yeah,
don't do
and I
much
just
for
think
me.
he's just.
He
a
was on The
lovely
Wire
guy.
the first time I saw him. He was on The
was on
Wire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was one of the little boy, little bag boys on the corner.
Oh wow.
That's when he was on All My Children.
Oh, was he?
All my children in daytime and
Until
Wire at
Jackson
night.
took him home with him and straightened him up.
I don't remember
Wow.
black people being on All My Children. That might be the last time.
Yeah. Oh,
I
they
saw
had
it.
like
Jesse and Angie.
and Angie on All My Children.
Oh, them. I forgot about
Yeah.
them. The 2 people. I
You
remember
were in all that
2.
sun this weekend, and you can't think
Right. Sunning and funning in Miami
Yes,
and
sir.
can't we call?
Angie.
Listen, I highly recommend it.
I'm trying to think of who I think is super handsome right now.
Michael B.
I can't think of
Jordan.
Well, I think Jonathan
No.
Majors is handsome. I don't, he's a different
He
kind
is.
of,
He has a
And them
Who is
standing
that?
together, he's the character that
Oh,
plays
he's the one
against
that's the
him.
boxer.
Yeah.
The Creed, yeah.
Yeah, they both look kind of. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
I think the guy who is okay. Remember the girl that Michael B. Jordan used to be her boyfriend Steve Harvey's
Steve
Yeah.
Harvey's daughter.
Yeah.
daughter.
Right.
I
Mhm.
like the boyfriend that she has now. I think he is really
Who was
cute.
Michael's
Who is
friend?
that?
He is
Yeah.
really
They were
cute. I don't
friends.
know
What's
his
his
name.
name?
I don't know who he is.
I don't
can't
know
think
his
of
name.
but he is a
I
cute boy
wish
too.
the
Rapper,
producer
isn't he?
was quick and could, or well, one of us could.
Well, I was gonna say it's about to pop up in the chat in a minute. Somebody's gonna tell us.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah.
we can rely on
Somebody
your
in
Almond
the
Joys to
chat,
tell
tell
us.
me who one of the Almond Joys, tell me who her new boyfriend is. I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay, while y'all
Oh,
talking.
chocolate, yes.
Yes, chocolate.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, somebody
Right.
Danielle said
Yeah,
chocolate.
yeah.
Yes, her new boyfriend is. I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute.
Chocolate.
Is that his name for real?
No, I think
Oh,
she's
no,
still
his
referring
name
to.
is
What?
Oh wait,
cute.
What is?
Idris Damson. Idris.
Yes.
Oh, is it Damson Idris?
Yes. Do we have a picture of him?
Yeah,
Maybe
that's his name.
we got
I
a
don't know
picture
who
of
that
that little
is.
brother right there. He is cute.
Well, let's go
Well,
for Idris Elba.
Well, you
I
know,
like
it's
Idris.
That's a
no, it's
cool
not. It's
girl.
not that Idris. It's not that Idris.
No,
Elba,
it's not.
no.
It's Damson Idris. Is
Yes,
his name.
right.
Yeah,
It's his
but we're
name.
talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Idris Elba. He's no Michael B. Jordan, but he is cute.
Yes, he'll work.
He
Right.
is.
He won't get kicked out of there for no. But
We'll
right
take
he
now,
won't get kicked out of
he will
bed.
not get kicked out.
Look, we can leave the candles burning, not have to blow those
Listen.
bad boys out. Yes.
Well, he's
Morris
married now,
Chestnut.
so.
Guess
Lord.
what?
This, you know what?
He's a
Listen,
fine piece of
Morris
chocolate.
Chestnut. The first time I saw
Morris
him was in
Chestnut
the
is cute.
first. What's the movie?
Best
Oh,
man.
Vanessa
First
loves
Best
his
Man, and
movies.
he
She
was
know.
walking. He walks into that club in that navy blue duster, and they
Oh.
zoom in on him. My sister-in-law is in the aisle yelling my name, trying to find me in the movie theater. I ain't hear a word she said. She just standing out there yelling, and I was just fixed on the big screen. Now it was 25 years ago. I remember what he had on, so that tells
All
you
right.
Best
Yeah.
He
man was
still looks
okay in these
good.
last
Yeah.
ones.
He's
Yeah.
Still
still
looks
looking
good.
quite
Yes.
good.
Very
Yes.
Quite
He
good.
absolutely does. Yeah.
So do
Yes.
we know what the new boyfriend looks like? Damson Idris. I gotta look
I
him up.
think he's
He
kind of cute.
he shares a birthday with you.
Is that right? So then he's
Yeah,
special.
makes him
Yes.
cute then.
When
Yes.
is that? What date is that?
September 2nd.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alma and I
September.
are what 362. And Reverend
Years
Martin used to
old?
always say, yeah, years old. Reverend Martin said
Alma's in the
he
3rd
knew
of
we were both
September.
born around the same time because we both talked. We only talked to let the other one breathe.
Yeah. He used to say that. Okay,
There
so
he
I'm
is.
Oh.
there he
Yeah.
My
is.
goodness.
I
12
told
years
you,
old.
girl.
He is a good looking piece of chocolate.
I'm just saying he's cute.
Somebody gonna
That-
call HR on
Look,
us in a
no,
minute.
I'm saying, no, I'm happily married. I'm just saying.
Does she fall out the chair? Something? Oh,
No, her device fell.
Oh Lord.
Have mercy.
he's 12 years old.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I'm just saying back in the day,
He
if I
Tracy
was
said
back,
he's a morsel.
back in
That
my
man
younger
is
days.
a whole chunk of chocolate.
That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
If I was back in my 20s.
There's quite a few of
I'd
them
be-
in Hollywood now. Like I can't think of what the guy played in. I wish I could tell you because he's very handsome as well. But yeah, he kind of reminds me of him. There's another guy who's won a couple of Ali, Marshall.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
he won for the
Sean.
Green Book or something.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
perhaps,
Sean.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
Oh, I
was
guess
a
Sean
good
is telling
show,
us
ladies.
it's time to go.
Sean is like, look, y'all,
He's like,
bye.
I'm out.
Timekeeper tonight.
Sean, Tracy, Danielle, Richard, Phil, everybody, Sherelle, all of you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it more than you know.
Well,
So-
our
We'll be
assistant
back in
producer
3
said she
months.
sent a different picture, but the producer
Sean
refused to
Holmes.
share it. So perhaps she can share it later.
We can
Yeah.
upload it on the Facebook page.
Oh, this young man is on Snowfall. I don't watch that, but the gentleman,
Oh, I don't watch that
Damson
either.
that's a
Idris.
I don't
show?
watch that either.
Yeah, it's called Snowfall.
Look, everybody saying goodbye to us.
I know, right? They got things to do. They're like, it's still light out.
They're rushing us off.
They're going to eat dinner like me.
Right.
Y'all have a great night. Thank you, panel, for joining us.
I
Thank you, our
enjoyed it.
VVRs. I did
Looking
too.
forward to the next time.
Still, come back and see us next week, Tuesday
Please
at
do.
7. Yes, all of you guys. Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
me. Bye,
Have a
Tammy.
great night.
Bye, y'all.
Tammy.
Bye,
Bye,
John Boy. Bye,
Ayana.
Mary Ellen. Bye, Mel.